Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing very well. This is Prashant Shankar, an ACCA member and a tutor by passion. In this video, I am going to talk about a specific technique that I used to follow when I was studying for my ACCA exams, and I believe this can be really useful for you guys. I see many of the students who do not clear the exams and are stuck between the marks 40 and 50. ACCA themselves says that you have understood the concept, but you have lacking the practice, and at the same time lacking applying the concepts to the way that is required in the questions. So to overcome this, what I would suggest is a specific technique that will help you to understand where you are making a mistake, why you are making a mistake, and which specific topic that you need to cover. I diligently followed this and helped me to come up with the negatives and the negative areas for which I used to prepare much better, and the positive areas which I used to revise and keep practicing the questions, thereby helping me to pass the paper. So I'll show you this technique, and if you need further support for this, just reach out to me. Here you go. Every exams you have either an objective questions or subjective questions for your ACCA in your applied skill levels, and in your applied knowledge it's just objective, and in strategic professional level it's just subjective. So this particular system, what I have derived here is that what I used to do is whenever I used to practice my questions after reading my textbook, I used to immediately practice the revision kit questions. And every time I practice my revision kit questions, I used to note down the question number and question name. The first thing that I used to note down is the question number and the question name. Then I used to note down the option that I choose. And then immediately after I've chosen the option, I would go and check what is the correct option. I check the correct option and I mention the correct option. And many of the students would be doing up to this level, where they would be checking their option and checking the correct option and see whether they are right or wrong. But nobody looks at the next two things. One is the comments. You need to note down the comments. Why, if your option you chose was A but the correct option was B, why did you go wrong? You need to give explanation of why that option D or B, whatever it is the correct option, and why you have made a mistake. Even if you have selected the correct option, just mention the explanation for the correct option. And also, you mention from which topic or which chapter this particular question is from. Identify the chapter as well. By doing this, if you have done more than 20 to 30 questions, all you need to do is filter by the topic and filter by the ones you have made mistakes, and you will get to know which topic you are lacking and which topic you need to study further. The remaining ones, just keep revising it and you have a strong hold on those topics as well. Similarly, for subjective questions, note down the question number and the question name. Give yourself a score. Note down your score and mention what are the mistakes, the reasons of why you have got these mistakes, and as well as the explanations, what the correct answer says. Give that explanation as well, and note down the topic from which particular chapter this question was asked. Doing this diligently for your objective questions, for your subjective questions, for your mock exams will help you identify the topics which you are making a mistake for. And if you just focus on those topics, you will be overcoming your negatives and definitely you will score above 50 marks. This will also help you to clear your concepts because you have not understood the concept, and that's the reason why you are making a mistake. So this will help you to clear your concept as well and focus on the areas which are your negatives, rather than just doing a lot of topics and doing the questions without having an approach towards the exam will always leave you behind 40 to 50. Always correct your answers Ensure that when you're correcting your answers, you are learning then and there itself and giving yourself a score for each of the questions. By diligently doing that, you will know that you will definitely pass for the exams and you will have a better positivity in your mind as well. For students who are scoring very less all the time, don't get stressed, but rather you know which areas you are facing the problems. Just study those problems. That will also give you positivity to clear the exams. If you need further support, reach out to me. Happy to help you. All the very best.